Tom Beier's career at the University of Miami spanned only 2 seasons, but he had an immediate impact on the Hurricanes program. Beier came to Miami as a junior, transferring from the University of Detroit when they dropped football. The man recruiting him for Miami was defensive coordinator Otis Mooney.
I did go to a lot of trouble to recruit him because I was a defensive coach and he was an excellent defensive player. I know I had to meet his folks in order to get him to come to Miami, and I drove from Toledo to Fremont, Ohio in a snowstorm. I was the only guy on the road, and it was about 100 miles, but that'll show you what a coach will do to get a football player sometimes.
In his very first season, Beier set a Miami record with 69 tackles, the most ever by a Hurricanes defensive back.
He had the ability to know where the ball was when they put it in the air, and he could knock them in the nickel seats. He was a hard hitter.
Miami's tight end coach in '65, Larry Wilson.
I sent one of my tight ends downfield on a pass, and Tom Beier crunched him. Immediately he got up and said, "Let's have another one." So I knew we had a football player on defense when he first lined up.
One of the games he's most remembered for is the 1965 contest against Notre Dame, which ended in a 0-0 tie. Beier wears number 27.
I remember standing on the sideline of that game thinking that there's no way that we were going to win it with a few minutes left in the football game and Notre Dame moving the ball down the field on us. And Tom made 2 outstanding tackles. I think they were on the running back at that time, Nick Eddy. He dropped him in his tracks. One time Eddy was certainly going for a touchdown or a long gain, which would have put them in field goal position.
I remember we made some film clips of some of his plays in the ball game, and we showed them at the National Coaches Convention that year, showing the techniques that a cornerback uses to make certain plays and how it's supposed to be done. It was probably his best game of the year. It was the final game, and then of course playing Notre Dame, he got good national exposure, and I think it established him in his junior year as one of the outstanding defensive backs, which helped him the next year.
In Beier's senior year of 1966, he was named an All-American as the Hurricanes finished with an 8-2-1 record. And after leaving UM, he played 2 seasons with the Miami Dolphins.
Kid with great class, humility, and really one of our top athletes of all time. Tommy has got class.